like most of the Duel Links player base, you know? Okay, anyway, so this card was limited, semi-limited, okay. This card will be limited to prevent Harpy decks from having access to limited 2 cards. Sorry, this is my favorite like, listen, I would pay for us to get, like, a ban list, you know, explanation and rundown if the English was, like, as good as this, honestly. Like, I just, I love it, honestly. We are, what the fuck is this? Yosef!
Hello?
Good morning.
I heard you needed a ban list explanation for the Duel Links one.
Oh, I mean, go ahead, lead the charge. I'd love to hear.
As you all know, I'm the Duel Links master, so I had to get in on this. So if you scroll up to the top, we got Perform a Pal Call, now limited to 1. This card's a trap card. I'm not gonna read it. Limited 2.
So I read it, and it's because it's a, I assume it's like to do with stalling, and it's just a degenerate strategy. Is that all there is to it?
I don't know. I have no idea. I imagine that they're.
What was the point in you being here? You said you were the expert.
Well, the reason I don't know about it, despite being the expert, is I've never read a Perform a Pal card because they have not appeared in Duel Links yet. You know, that's the problem. So limited 2 makes a lot more sense. Cyberload Fusion is a hit to Cyber Dragon, which is the most fucking annoying deck in the history of time. Have you played against this deck?
I think a couple times. I think the frustrating thing about this is to play with it, because going first and going second are like very different and significantly stronger or less powerful depending on what you roll, which you don't get to pick in Duel Links.
That is sort of true. What happens is they play just enough cards to not die, and then they go down to like no, really, they go down to
like Kiteroid and shit, right?
Yeah, they go down to 1,000, and then they go, now I activate my skill, which puts 3 Cyber Dragons on my side of the field. And you go, okay, cool. And then they go, now I will fuse them. And they go, okay, cool. And then they go, now I will Cyberload fuse them. And you go, oh, cool, I lost. What a fun game. It's like, well, no, I said all this back row. I can't have lost. Oh, Rampage is in this format? Awesome.
Okay, why 2 and 3 though? Because I know Duel Links operates differently. Because the idea is that okay, you can use this, but you can't use other cards. So like, what is this supposed to stop you using in tandem with it?
Yeah, chat. If you're unfamiliar, the way it works is limited 2 says, or limited 2 cards, you can only play 2 of anything on the list in your deck. And just the way the ban list has shaken out, limited 1 cards are for cards that are really good in multiples, and limited 2 cards is the ban list. They just put every good card on limited 2. So if you have a card on limited 2, it's functionally the same as being banned because there's so many fucking cards on it. And that's how they get away with having an actual forbidden list that's like 2 cards deep. Everything even remotely playable is on limited 2.
Is there a lot of staples at 2, or is it just like engine cards?
There's a lot of engine cards. There's a lot of staples. I could just pull up the limited 2 list.
So I assume it's like, oh, you can't play like Trunade or stuff like that alongside it because that synergizes really well or something. That's just a random card. I don't know if it's at 2, but like that's like the idea, right? Oh, Trunade's banned?
Trunade is actually banned, and thank the fucking Lord for that.
There's like 2 cards that are banned in the game, right?
Yeah, they're like I don't know why they put. And Cyberstein. They put Cyberstein in the game. They're like, it's gonna be funny, because Cyberstein costs you 5,000. Isn't that cool? And then they're like, oh, we accidentally made a skill where you could just play Cyberstein for free. And they go, okay, Ojama King turn 1, good game. No, limited 2 has.
Does that block 3 zones in Duel Links?
It does. It's just the end of the game. Limited 2, the relevant stuff is almost every card has a card at limited 2, which prevents their ability to play 3 of everything on limited 2. Digital Bug Rhiznospus is kind of Trident. It's on there. A bunch of like 4 or 5 Shiranui cards are on there to prevent them from like playing all of them. The like Gold Sark, Charge of the Light Brigade, Neos Fusion, Concentrating.
So just every good card in Duel Links is just semi-limited.
Econ, Treacherous Trap Hole. For Cybers though, it's a big deal because they have Cybernetic Overflow, which is the trap that pops shit. Cybernetic fusion support, which was crazy because it pays life points, which turns on cyber skill without having to sit through a battle phase. And now, of course, the new card on limited 2.
Wait, that's like 3 cyber cards. Is the deck dead now?
I hope so. Fuck that deck.
Like that's like 3 cards.
I mean, I think it's not. That's why they changed both Cyberload Fusion and the skill, which now instead of summoning proto cybers from the fucking netherworld, it summons them from cyber dragons from your deck.
Right.
So it probably is dead now because you don't want to play cyber dragons in your deck. That card's terrible.
All right. So what's the unlimited list? Is it this exact same as semi-limited but like worse?
Limited 3.
Yeah.
Limited 3 is the A-lister zone. I'm not joking. It literally exists to hit A-lister. They put A-lister and Invocation on there, and they were like, "That's limited 3, folks."
Oh my god, Joseph! This whole time I thought you meant A-lister, like like a Hollywood A-lister, B-lister.
No.
Right, you just don't know how to speak English. All right, I understand.
Yeah, I thought you could relate. Come on. And then we've got Cosmic Cyclone and Floodgate on here as well, which are just generic staples. Everything else is like
they don't even relate to each other. It's like, oh, you could Cosmic and Floodgate are on the same list. It's like,
yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're playing Cosmic, you're probably not playing a back row deck, surely, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm talking shit, but that just seems bizarre.
No, Cosmic's like really good in back row decks too, just because you want to be ahead on back row,
I guess.
Wait,
Secret Pass? Wait, but that's like the farm card. I remember playing this just so I could get the 8,000 points at the gate or whatever it was called, I think.
Did you play it with Gravekeeper's Vassal?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Can you Google Gravekeeper's Vassal real quick?
Okay. What am I looking at?
All right, chat. Do you think this card is a hate crime? This is probably racist somehow, right? I mean, something's going on in this card art. I got into this conversation the other day, and someone was like, "Hey, why the fuck is this in your card game?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" Oh, yeah, that's pretty bad.
Hey, listen, no, I remember watching like Phantom Menace for the first time as a kid. And realizing, that was weird. And Vasa, I didn't even notice the artwork until now.
Phantom Menace, they're like, he's getting out of hand. Those guys, it's like, oh shit, dude, that's really not okay.
They just attacked every race in Phantom Menace. Was, yeah. All right.
No, but, Secret Pass and Amazonas were on in the past. I don't know why Secret Pass was on. It was because of, like, some dumb bullshit, but it's off now. Good for farming or whatever. Am
I reading this wrong, or was there like 10 skill changes?
Yeah, the big one here is the skill changes. If you scroll back up to the hits, real quick, the individual cards that were hit. Harpies are just a really good deck. Thunder Dragon are just a really good deck. What else is there at limited 3? Oh, and Floodgate is fine, I think. But the skills are where the big changes are, and the biggest change is to the Onomat one. Now, Onomatopoeia, if you've been playing Duel Links, is the best deck by a ton, and that's because like the Xyz pool just keeps getting bigger, and Onomat was good enough to play an Adamantipator for a while. It's a good fucking archetype, and they have everything. Onomatoplay used to be twice per duel, take an Onomat from your hand, put it back into your deck, and get a different one, just any one. It was crazy. Now they have changed it to it can only be used on turn 3 onward if you have 12 or more Onomats and 2 Utopias and no rank 5 Xyz unless they're number monsters.
But this is unplayable.
They should just take the skill out. They literally should just take the skill out.
12 or more? Like,
you would probably play, you could play like 3 Gaga Coat, 3 Gloves, 3 Utopic, 1 Sister, 1 Head, 1 Gaga Magician. That's, or Gaga, whatever the fucking 4-star summons from graveyard is. That's 12. But the important part of this is the Utopia Xyz monsters, because you don't want to play any of those. They're fucking terrible. And the no rank 5 or higher prevents you from playing Digital Bug Rosenuspus, which is just Trident. So it's like 15 different fucking things to hit it with, and it's got cards unlimited too. It's so fun.
Is Utopia that bad? Like OG Utopia, don't they play like double?
Double's not legal.
Wait, but it's in the game, isn't it?
Utopia Double?
Yeah,
Double
it's
or
in the game, isn't
Nothing
it?
is in the game, but Utopia Double isn't.
Oh. Actually, in hindsight, Utopia Double and Duel Links sounds really AIDS. Never mind.
Yeah, just fucking attack for 8k. Good luck.
Yeah, okay. What about this TG one? Because I think that deck was getting good, right?
Set Delta Excel is the most pushed skill I've ever read in my life. When you start, it adds like 7 cards to your extra deck.
Yeah.
It's like TJG is unplayable with the 7-card extra deck, so they're like, just play the fucking 15-card extra deck. I don't care. But the two funny things about this deck are, one, it is a nerf. It's not a particularly high one as far as I know. The second funny thing is the deck requires you to have cards that were time locked. So a lot of people just can't play it. And it was playable at a recent Konami event, except it was bugged and wasn't working.
Oh,
So,
I
like,
saw that. Yeah.
the
No,
TG
I
players
saw
would
that.
just load in and they'd be like, set
Why
Delta
is there
Excel
one
activated,
hand?
nothing added to extra deck, and they're like, well, what the fuck do you want me to summon? Like, it was hilarious.
What did they
But
do
yeah,
to
that
Endless
was-
Trap Hell? They nerfed it, right?
Thank God. ETH is a miserable
Let's go.
skill. It's always good at the start of new worlds because, you know, like Floodgate and Regeki Break and all that bullshit, it's always going to be okay. So now it doesn't put the traps from your graveyard back into the deck, which means you don't have deck out as a win con, and it cycles the trap you get with a card in your hand, so it's not even advantage. So I feel like this is like just straight up not good at all.
Yeah, it's like, is it unplayably bad, or is it just straight, it just nerfed significantly?
I would honestly not be surprised if people still played it, but no, it's not. Cyber style nerf is also really big. Instead of summoning protos, it summons cyber dragons, and they have to already be in your hand or deck, which is terrible. Because if you look at lists, they weren't playing any cyber dragon. That deck or that card is really bad.
Wow,
Other
that's a
fun-
huge nerf.
It's good. Get it out of the game. Other fun stuff in here is Galaxy Photon is a deck that's like close to playable, and they gave it like a quality of life change that might actually do something. I mean, not sure, but Demon's Resonance also hit again. Very funny. You just can't find a good place for that. And I think they are adding more choices to Zexal Weapon because they want people to play Yuma, but they don't want him to play Automata-Play.
Well, I feel like they're just pigeonholing players into play what I want, basically.
Not well. Certainly they are, you know, like offering a little trail of cheese, like we're little rats, to get us to play like Zexal Weapon and like Pendulums. But honestly, like they could just take Automata Play out of the game. They could take Cyber Style out of the game. Fuck all that shit. They're so bad. They are.
You just sound like a salty anti-meta noob.
Yes,
That's what I.
No,
that's...
no. I'm not a salty anti-meta player.
What do you
play
play?
Automata Play.
Oh,
what do you think I play? I play the best deck. I'm just mad that I have to.
Are you
Have
playing
you
Pendulum
played-
tomorrow?
Hell yes, I am. I'm so excited. The Abyss Actor motherfucker comes out. I want to play Actors so bad.
Wait, what? I thought we didn't know any of the cards yet.
We know like the characters and like what decks they're gonna have. So the
Right.
Abyss Actor guy is coming, and if you've ever played like lower, like alt formats where the power level is lower, Actors are like an insanely good choice. Mellow Madonna is just monkey board, so I'm really hoping that we like get some of the good ones.
Is he coping right now, chat?
I'm
Guys,
absolutely
trust me.
coping.
If there was a huge ban list, Abyss Actors would be amazing. Trust me, guys.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying Mellow Madonna specifically is good.
Mm.
You would play
Oh.
it in like a deck with Metal Foes and shit.
Fair. Yo, I didn't catch the end of your CSM last night. What was like the top 4?
Oh my god. So fucking painful. Top 16 was like B Trooper undefeated, like Adagnister. Top 4 was fucking Prank Kid, Phantom Knight, Drytron, and then was it Tri Brigade? Yeah, that was the 4.
Kind of want to see that Phantom Knight deck list.
Finals was PK versus PK. It was Prank Kid versus Phantom Knight. MGMFA was on Prank Kid and played out of his fucking mind. He played so well.
Sounds cool.
Every Phantom Knight list is cool, but the the Prank Kid list was also very sick.
Yeah. No, I can't wait to see that. Do you put it on YouTube or what do you do?
Yep, it'll be up at 1. Yeah, I'm
Nice.
excited to at 1 do a little coping.
Yep, I can't wait, dude. So we're gonna use the do you know that website that lets you watch YouTube at the same time as each other?
That's the one that you would like watch YouTube videos with your like Discord girlfriend on, right?
Yep, exactly. That the old gem, exactly.
Yep.
All right,
Sounds good.
I will be watching progression with my Discord girlfriend at 6. See you then, I guess.
That's in 4 hours.
3 hours 15-ish.
All right, sure. Sounds good. I do have to let you know I was spoiled a little bit. Gage sent me a PM after he finished, but I think
well, don't spoil it for me.
We'll have a really good time.
I mean, I basically what I can gather from that is that Gage wins because Gage only ever talks about progression when he wins. When he loses, it just doesn't exist.
Why don't we watch the episode and we'll find out? Okay.
Yeah, all right.
I'm
theory crafting it right
find
now.
Find out.
MBT's the chat leaker, dude.